going on? This is my first live of 2024. Salute to everyone that's got to be entering the room right now. Salute to everybody that has subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you. And make sure that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. Um, so much boxing that has been going down in the last 4 days since I haven't been on live, right? Um, but nevertheless, I mean, let's get down to some of the nitty gritty, and then let's get into the call-in show as well. We're going to be doing the call-in show after the first 20 minutes of the show, breaking down some of the things that I haven't heard from you guys in a long time, so I definitely want to hear from you guys in the chat or what y'all think of what's going on in the world of boxing today. Um, so we got the news February 8th, Jermaine Ortiz and Teofimo Lopez going to be in Vegas another Thursday night, top rank special. We're going to get into that. Make sure you guys place your vote. We have the polls there. Who do you guys favorite in the fight? Is it the takeover Teofimo Lopez, um, two division champion, or do you have Jermaine Ortiz, the technician, the guy that stood real short with his only loss against Cambosos? These guys' resumes look, when it comes down to box strike, identical. When we talk about age, is a 1 year difference. When we talk about arm length, there's only a 1 inch difference. When it comes down to how many fights, there's only a one fight difference, right? These guys, they met each other in the amateurs. Teofimo Lopez got the best out of him. We already know, for the people that have been in the boxing world, in the amateurs, they do 3 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. But we'll get into all that. Before we get into that, and then also the co-main event with Keyshawn Davis and Jose Podraza, a big super step up for Keyshawn Davis. Obviously, he just had uh, a fight that he looked pretty decent in. He got hit a couple times, and people kind of wondering, hey, would an elite fighter, um, would Keyshawn Davis have trouble with guys like former champions like Jose Pedraza? You sound like you have your promotional hat on, champ. Man, it's getting there. It's getting there, but nevertheless, make sure you guys go out your way, smash the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. So, like I said, I haven't spoken to y'all in the past 4 days. So, in those 4 days, lots has happened. We've seen, call outs when it comes to Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. It seems to me that's a fight that looks like it's going to be really hindering. And then obviously people have been seeing the jogging footage of Mayweather and Ryan Garcia. Oscar De La Hoya spoke out today. Very curious to see, as far as, is this a type of entanglement when it comes down to promoters? Is this a conflict of interest when it comes to the promoters? Is Mayweather sabotaging a future re-signing for Oscar De La Hoya? Obviously Oscar De La Hoya really built, Ryan Garcia. Obviously Ryan Garcia, Instagram, YouTube sensation, turned into, obviously had a great amateur career, and got signed to Golden Boy. Now, there's a lot of things going on over here. Joshua Cotto, what's going on? Low Nose Boxing, what's going on? Philip Morlo, what's going on? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys get into the polls and smash that like button. We're gonna be waiting to get some more people in. Uh, but I want to know what y'all thoughts on that situation, as far as Mayweather don't do nothing, for no reason. Let's be real, right? He really jogging with Ryan Garcia for, hey, let's just get in shape, or I want to give you some tips. No, there's some business tips. It's Mayweather, money Mayweather, right? So, um, this is a tricky situation, right? Obviously, if you look at the card that Golden Boy has, they have that dude Davis that's going to be fighting Barroso, which was the guy that Rolly had a hard time with and got his WBA title. But in the same time, um, he is ranked number two for Rolly, 2-fight Rolly. So, that being said, Rolly got hurt. Now we're figuring out where the dynamics of this. Now I looked at and I'm gonna get into the Golden Boy and Virgil Ortiz card more into it tomorrow because there's a lot of boxing that we have to touch on today, and I don't want to be able to just you know recap on everything week by week. Like I said, we haven't been tuned in for the past 4 days, so I want to catch up with y'all. Um, on other news, we've seen, Javante Davis buy blocks one day, next day, building goes on fire. Then the next day comes after that. And, we have Javante Davis turning Muslim. His new name, I don't want to butcher it, Abdul Wahid. 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 I don't know. I don't want to mess it up, but I'm gonna call him Tank until he says otherwise. He turned Muslim on one day, then the following day, there's more news of Calvin Ford, getting arrested for, you know, uh, assault with a deadly weapon. Um, yeah, sorry about that. I was just reading something from Corey Spinks just texting me. Um, assault with deadly weapon. Um, they accused him. Kenny Ellis kind of went on an interview, spoken a little about that. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be doing an interview with Coach Kenny, talking a little bit more in depth of why Coach Calvin Ford is arrested, and when it's possibly that we can see him coming out. Obviously, there's this new big Amazon Prime deal, and Javante Davis would love to. I'm pretty sure he would love to have his head trainer be around him. Um, so that's that news when it comes to that. Now we've seen so many fight deals that possibly could happen, possibly not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if it's going to be officially materialized with certain fights, but we've seen, from Shakur Stevenson talk about, a Navarrete fight, which is a fight that we've spoke upon once we've seen the card and we've seen what Top Rank was doing. Um, Obviously, I posted up my interview with Shakur Stevenson speaking about Emmanuel Navarrete and his idea and what is his outlook, what the fight would look like. He believes that Navarrete is very a slow fighter. Wild opens up, believes he can catch him in between, um, and that type of stuff. Um, in other news leading up to this, now Teofimo Lopez leading up to this fight with Jermaine Ortiz, February 8th, last minute, Jose Ramirez happens to decide to leave Top Rank to go to Golden Boy, which that was another fight at 140 pounds that I feel like Teofimo wanted. Jose Ramirez with a good Mexican fan base would have been a great fight. Stylistically, it would have been a great fight. I think that Teofimo Lopez could have been able to be one of the guys to be first to stop Jose Ramirez. But in the same time, I think it would have been a great fight. But obviously, he went the Golden Boy route. The Golden Boy route leads to so many different things, right? They just signed Arnold Barboza. We just had Arnold Barboza on a couple weeks ago. So we'll be posting up another interview, another clip tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. They got the Arnold Barboza route, right? And then, they got the big cash cow Ryan Garcia up in Golden Boy as well. They got other names as far as, prospect contender guys like you got that dude Schofield, Austin Schofield. Uh Floyd Schofield, sorry about that. Yeah, so you have him, and then you obviously got your former champion Jojo Diaz. Obviously, he's a name in the division. You got you got Cepeda as well. So Golden Boy has a nice little lineup when it comes to the 135 division, and they're basically trying to gather up their stable at 140 division. This is the time that networks are starting to leave, showtime left. This is the time for promoters to get really aggressive when it comes to trying to steal fighters from different stables and persuade them for different deals and options. um when it comes down to Showtime this year coming up. Amazon Prime. I'm sorry. They're going to be starting in March, so they have like a late start, and I heard that they're going to have only like 14 cards. So um, that being said, it gives leeway to guys like Eddie Hearn and Matchroom and guys like the zone. Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy to try to get a little aggressive with some of these fighters and stuff. But nevertheless, they said that Jose Ramirez denied a $2 million purse for a Teofimo Lopez fight, which is also a title fight. So he denied a title fight and $2 million just to go to Golden Boy. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about that, and it needs to be spoken upon. When we talk about ducks, when we talk about reasons of why certain fights didn't happen, Ramirez and Regis Prograis, that didn't happen. That was a money issue. Is this a money issue? $2 million seems like a good gate, and a title on the line as well. Obviously, Jose Ramirez is a former champion, so we've seen guys like we've seen guys like what was this, Frank Martin, that denied a 1.5 purse from Shakur Stevenson and a chance to get the WBC title. So it's very similar. Obviously, it's a $500,000 off the purse, but very similar in a different title. So Jose Ramirez has kind of been known to really duck a lot of smoke when it comes to a lot of these fighters. I don't really speak too much upon that. Like I said, it's not about the scaredness. I think it's just more about worrying about your career. This is you have one fight career, so you got to manage it correctly. And if you see a Teofimo Lopez fight more down the line, and you feel like you could, you know, um, fight some, coming up blue chip prospects coming into contender stages, and welcoming into the division, not as a gatekeeper but as a big money fight, or possibly in just another title fight for Jose Ramirez. So I just feel like that was skeptical, and that's why a lot of people don't understand the reason why upon this Jermaine Ortiz and Teofimo Lopez fight has came into fruition. But anyway, we are here February 8th, and it's a doubleheader. So, starting up and just breaking down some of the fights on the card as well. Shout out to my man, Kid Kansas. He'll be on the card as well. You got Emilio Vargas that's going to be on the card. You're going to also have Abdullah Mason that's going to be in the card. So it's going to be a pretty decent card. Normally, like the top ranked special card as well. That probably, I'm very surprised they're not adding Xander Zayas in the card. But yeah, great card. Going into the co-main event, you have Keyshawn Davis. Obviously, his last fight was Albright. You know, he's from Philadelphia. He's had one loss. He's also lost to Jermaine Ortiz. Albright. He kind of people kind of want to say he kind of exposed Keyshawn Davis, but then also a lot of people want to say that Albright didn't have anything for Keyshawn Davis. So that being said, um, I want to say that this is a fight to gauge who Keyshawn Davis really is as a fighter. How much, uh, you know, when it comes down to development stages with some of these guys, you need these type of fights to figure out what your fighter is at. With the Albright fight, he got hit with a big shot on the ropes, and it didn't affect him. You could tell it affected him, but it really didn't affect him. And what I mean by that is that it was not enough oomph into the punch, but it was enough to stop him from what he was thinking of going to do next. That being said, if he got hit by a bigger puncher or more of a veteran that knows exactly what they're going to do after the punch, after he hurts somebody, um, you have to really, really figure out why Top Rank has put in Podraza in there with Keyshawn Davis. And we have to break it down all the way, all the way. Shout out to Lance Mayer, man, appreciate you. But let's get into, you know, some of the details. And then I'm going to be putting the link in the chat to have people come and chat with your boy and speak your minds. But what I really need is to let you know where Jose Pedraza is in his career. At this point in time, Jose Pedraza, he has 29 wins. Five of those are lost. He has 29 wins, five losses, one draw. Okay. Now, Pedraza right now, he is 34 years old, 5'8", with 70-inch arm reach, right? Now, his nickname is the Sniper. He has a 48% KO ratio. Okay, so some of the guys that Pedraza's lost to. So we already know the latest guy, the guy that's going to be fighting on this weekend's card, Arnold Barboza. If y'all didn't watch that fight with Arnold Barboza and Pedraza looked. It was at 140 pounds, and Padraza looked kind of like aged out. It seemed to me that now the age is starting to kick in. Father time is starting to kick in for Padraza. Now, Padraza's starting to enter the end of his career. Had a couple wars. Shout out to everybody on the live as well. Smash that like button. Let's make sure we get these likes up all the way up. Appreciate the support for each and every single one of y'all. Make sure y'all get into the polls as well for the main event. Figure out who you guys are choosing, Teofimo Lopez or Jermaine Ortiz. We got 29 votes here, guys, and at 64% believe that Teofimo Lopez will be victorious February 8th. So, Padraza looked, he got outboxed by Arnold Barboza, really didn't win any rounds. And Arnold Barboza won a pretty much a clean fight. I would probably say out of the 10 rounds, Padraza possibly could have won two of them. He got wiped out in that fight, but Arnold Barboza didn't have enough power to get Arnold Barboza out of there. So the next loss that Padraza gets is he loses to Jose Carlos Ramirez. Okay, now he loses on a unanimous decision, and it goes all 12 rounds. And he was a game guy. He only lost one time. The next loss that Jose Pedraza loses to is Jose Cepeda. Jose Cepeda beats him in a unanimous decision 10-round fight as well. So and then obviously the fight after that was Lomachenko. Lomachenko beat Pedraza unanimous decision as well. Now, the first loss that Pedraza ever took in his career was the notable name that everybody knows is Gervonta Davis. Yeah, Gervonta Davis stopped Pedraza in the 7th round. Now, that's when you start to, that was at 135 pounds. And you know we haven't seen Pedraza fight at 135 pounds since I want to say we haven't seen we haven't seen Pedraza. Guys, we haven't seen Padraza fight at 135 pounds since 2019. So you tell me what do you think Top Rank's trying to do? What do you Oh, my bad. He beat him at 30. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. No, but what I meant to say was, you know what I'm saying? It is the factor of he hasn't fought at 135 pounds in a long time. So he's going to be very weight drained coming into this fight with Keyshawn Davis. So this is a great way to build a fighter, or your blue chip prospect, to get a former champion to be able to say you knocked him out, right? Huge, because Padraz has only been knocked out by Gervonta Davis. He's been going the distance with everybody else. So that being said, if Keyshawn Davis could stop Padraza, which I don't see it happening, I don't. If you couldn't get Albright out, I don't see how you get in Padraza out. Plus, Podraza's a vet. He's gonna have these little different moves. He's gonna set different tempo, the rhythm and the pace that Podraza's gonna put. Obviously, I believe that Keyshawn Davis will be able to adjust to, but it's always going to be an adjustment that Keyshawn's going to do. Keyshawn's going to be thinking in there. This is the biggest test. So, what is the test upon this fight? Well, if Keyshawn Davis is smoking a chimney, getting high on his, I'm super high, right, and not taking these fights serious, right, he could lose to a Pedraza. He could lose to a Pedraza because a Pedraza is going to keep coming. Will it happen? Will he take it serious? I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. He should be able to do just as good as Arnold Barboza did on his last fight. You know what I'm saying? But unlike Pedraza fighting on the Arnold Barboza fight, Pedraza was strong. He was at 140 pounds. That makes a big difference. You're taking this guy that hasn't fought at 135 in the past. He hasn't fought at 135 in 5 years. How you think Pedraza's coming into this fight? I hope they're paying Pedraza a whole bunch of money because we can see this coming from a mile away, ladies and gentlemen. Can't you? Can't you? You know, better pay that man well. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button. It's improved the visibility of the show. But I just believe that, in this fight, by far, ladies and gentlemen, by far, Keyshawn Davis, his best opponent yet, it should be Nair Albright, his last opponent, which it is. Albright. Now, Albright, I think he's a B plus level fighter, and there's a reason why I say that. They were supposed they felt like he was going to be something, right? But he lost to Jermaine Ortiz. He lost to somebody else, and he lost on his pro debut too, as well. You know, that it doesn't say too much, but then now with the fight with Keyshawn Davis and Anah Bright, because Keyshawn was smoking and getting high, they took that win away from him. So he's still 9-0. Okay, so this is a big fight for Keyshawn Davis, a huge fight for Keyshawn Davis. I can't wait to see where he's at, where his energy's at. Is he still hungry? Is he hungry to be a champion? We have guys like Andy Cruz that is really being outspoken. We got Eddie Hearn being outspoken, going on your IG live and saying, there's levels, Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? Um, and you got Andy Cruz saying, yo soy tu papá, I'm your daddy. And that's not, when you're a man, you can't have another man say that to you. I don't care who you are. You know what I mean? That's just you gotta have some type of dignity. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some type of hair on your chest. Uh and you just can't be having that. But make sure you guys go and make a vote. Vote into the polls. We're about to start and talk about the main event. But just to end the Keyshawn Davis situation, if he can win impressively, I mean, this is the biggest name in his resume, in his 10th fight, literally. And what does this do for a guy like Keyshawn Davis? I mean, I guess it puts you in line with other former champions, I'm assuming. And I think they won't put him in there with anybody uh championship level until Shakur's out of there, and that's gonna depend. It's gonna depend on if Shakur wants to re-sign, just fight that Navarrete fight, and then re-sign. I don't know. That we have to see. We have to see what that's gonna happen. But I don't see, you know, Keyshawn getting a title while Shakur's are in the same division. I just don't see it because they're not going to fight each other. They've been outspoken upon it. The promoters know about it. I don't know why you would line it up. So that's just my take on that situation. So that would put Keyshawn on notice that, you know what, by the, I'm gonna make a name for myself this year. I'm gonna beat up some former champions. I'm gonna beat on some of the hot guys that you think that are hot. You know what I mean? May possibly, you know, do we have to wait for Andy Cruz and Keyshawn Davis to become champions before they meet, or can we as fans see those nice fights happen in fruition before they become champion and have all this money and all this stuff? So who knows? I mean, that'd be cool to see. Um, but getting into the main event, which means a lot to me. I'm from Massachusetts. Jermaine Ortiz is from Massachusetts. He's, when you're in the boxing game and there's like a brotherhood, and when there's a local brotherhood, and people can understand the local brotherhood type of stuff. That's what Jermaine Ortiz is when it comes to me. Now, when it comes to Teofimo Lopez, for me, was one of the reasons why I really gravitated to boxing again, because watching guys like Teofimo Lopez, Javante Davis, they brought a lot of excitement back into boxing. Then, when you start to be like, oh, those are good names, and then you start to dip in, oh, that dude David Benavidez, and then obviously, Canelo's been popping since I first started boxing. So but it's nice to see new names coming into it, because the sport was getting a little dry. Not dry, but a little dry. After Mayweather left, there was just this little there was this missing little piece. And I think that some of these names that we're mentioning, as far as Teofimo, Javante Davis, and now Devin Haney, just due to the fact of what not the entertainment that Devin Haney brings, I think is more of the tasks that he brings. Obviously it started with, Teofimo Lopez, defeating Lomachenko and Richard Comey, and starting the new breed. Start letting all the young people know that, yo, listen, man, you can go and reach for greatness at a young age. And he started that, and you could kind of see that he's continuing that with Josh Taylor win, and coming into this fight with Jermaine Ortiz. And it seems to me, Teofimo, they said that, they made an offer to Subriel Matias. I believe they did make an offer to Subriel Matias, because Matias's team did say that. But in the same time, a lot of people want to wonder, is that a real offer? Was that an offer that you sent to send it now, knowing that the hand is injured, or is that just a coincidence? Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Tio wants to fight him, and it just happens to be that Matias just hurt his hand in the same time. Whatever the case may be, everybody would rather say that you're taking the fight or you're a duck. They want to say one of the or the other. But in this boxing world, it's not that easy. It's just really not that easy. I wish it was that easy, but it's really not. Now, coming into it, Jermaine Ortiz was next in line. Now, with the story with Jermaine Ortiz, obviously he had a rough fight with Joseph Adorno, was going all over the place. Then, obviously a lot of people know him off of the Jamel Herring win. He beat Jamel Herring, and it was a big win for Jermaine Ortiz, probably the biggest win in his career as of now, right now, right? Then goes and fights, Lomachenko. Lomachenko was his sparring partner for a few camps. Now, this is what means a lot to me, right? Because I was just on the live chat room with Punch earlier. He was just on. Now, I don't know if he's still on, but you know, um, we were talking. It was me, Punch, and Tio. We're all sitting down watching Jermaine and Loma fight, right? Tio comes late. He comes late, but he's there. So Tio's on my right, Punch is on my left, and we're watching the fight. We're all glued into the fight. You know, this is my first time meeting Tio, and Tio is just like, he's hype. You know what I'm saying? He just beat Loma. This is a big fight. People should be respecting him as who they say he is. Also, Devin Haney went to the fight as well. Now, this is before the Cambosos fight even happened, right? Now we're watching the fight and we're looking at the fight and we're starting to see that the earlier rounds from the first half of the fight, Jermaine Ortiz basically has a great outing with Lomachenko. A lot of energy, using a lot of angles and really outboxing him, but bringing it to him. Jermaine Ortiz has a boxing ability, pressure style type of a fighter. He switches stance. He does a lot of different things that people don't see. He sets traps as well. But he's not a spurty type of a fighter, so it's not the cleanest work that you're gonna see. He's a rough type of a fighter. I want to say it's like an Antoine Russell, but a little bit less wild and a little bit less aggressive, but very similar. And doesn't have the punching power as a Antoine Russell, but he's a big kid. He was a huge kid in the video that I posted up earlier before I dropped this. The thing about it is this is a fight and a testament to see where Jermaine Ortiz is, who he is, and where he is right now. And the reason why I say who he is because Jermaine Ortiz has fought and everybody in the amateurs, from guys like Antoine Russell, Teofimo Lopez, even Jerron Boots Ednison, has a win over Africa. But like I said, the only win is over Africa. Out of all the other names Jermaine Ortiz has, been on the other side, the losing bracket. A lot of big names, been around them, but never on top. Only Africa. And even that fight, a lot of people were saying that it was a controversial type of a thing. A lot of people on Africa's team said it was a robbery, whatever. Amateurs are amateurs, but regardless of the fact, it's still a memory that you have as a fighter going into the ring, knowing that this person beat you when you were younger. It's something. You knowing that you have the mentality, that you have the confidence, and that you have the mobility to beat me, and me know that it happened, or me know that I let it happen, is just something that will always stick to somebody, a fighter, no matter what. But what I need y'all to do is smash that like button because we definitely diving in right now. So coming into this now, what I see in Jermaine Ortiz, and I'm gonna be putting like I said once again, guys, I'll be putting the link, letting everybody call in. I just need to tackle this fight a little bit and let y'all know what I believe. And what I believe in this fight is that confidence when it comes to Jermaine Ortiz is gonna be key. I do think that he has the confidence to want to be in these big fights. When it comes to confidence of closing the deal, the championship rounds, knowing that you only went 12 rounds one time when Teofimo has been 12 rounds numerous of times. To know that, you have to set a different type of a pace. Now, Teofimo Lopez, this is the upside for Jermaine Ortiz. Teofimo Lopez has asthma. Now, it affects him more when he's at a lower weight class and he's more drained and he doesn't have enough liquid in his body. But regardless of the fact, the key thing that Teofimo has is youth, which is he's 27 years old, 26 years old. But the bad thing is that he does have asthma. Even Shakur Stevens has stated in our interview. He always had bad asthma problems in the amateurs. So can Jermaine Ortiz push a pace that Teofimo Lopez can't handle? Can that be the focus? When it comes down to Jermaine Ortiz, he knows what he needs to do. He knows the capabilities of what to do and where to bring it. Um, you know, Shout out to Champion, man. No, I appreciate you, man. I definitely won't stay away. Yeah, right. Consistency is key. I appreciate you. You're right, though. Hopefully, you guys are all tapping into all my posts, all the videos that I'm posting now. I'm still dropping 3 videos per day, and I'll definitely be coming in and doing more lives every day and stay more consistent with y'all. But nevertheless, when we talk about Tio, he has things that Jermaine doesn't have, and those are key things that I don't think you really can teach. I don't really think you can teach. Now, the ability of timing, I think that Tio got a better timing than Jermaine. Not by much, but he has it. Tio got more speed than Jermaine. Not by much, but he has it. Tio has a little bit more pop in both hands. Not by much, but we don't know that because at the end of the day, and this is the reason why I'm going to say this. Now, Jermaine Ortiz has not been known to be the biggest puncher. I think he has under a 40% KO ratio, which Teofimo Lopez has under a 68% KO ratio. Ever since Teofimo has entered the 140 division, has yet to get a KO, which is 4 fights now. Now, and that being said, shout out to Barroso Boxing, man. Peace to the family. Appreciate you, brother. Um, you know, I think that like I said to everybody, I believe that this is definitely gonna be a fight that goes the distance. Um, Josh Taylor, tough dude. Jermaine Ortiz, another tough dude. Just a younger dude that is able to do different things. Uh, you know, he stopped Campa. You sure about that, bro? I don't think so. Hold on 1 second. I really don't. He had a hard time with Campa, right? Yeah, but you just say he stopped him. Dropping him is, I don't care how many times somebody gets dropped. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm talking. You said stopped. He didn't stop him. Teofimo Lopez has not stopped anybody at 140 pounds yet, and that's just what it is. The last person Teofimo stopped. Oh no, he did. He KO'd Podraza in the 7th round. My bad. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, he stopped him in the 7th. He had a problems with him before that, but yeah, he stopped him in the 7th. That was a good one though. My thing. Besides that, though, he had the Sandor Martin went the distance with Sandor, and then Josh Taylor. So two other fights that he did have, that went the distance. Obviously, some game guys. Doesn't mean that Tia won't stop guys at 140. I just think that some of the guys are just top level guys. Campa, Pedro Campa, not the top guy for me in my behalf. But nevertheless, it's still a name, still tough guy. And Teofimo when he only had one loss. So it is what it is. Jackie Hernandez, la reina del boxeo. Thank you for the $49. Thank you for the $50, girl. Appreciate you, man. God bless and happy New Year, girl. Make all the blessings. Many more blessings come, girl. Many more blessings to come. So going into this, and girl, we're getting into this Teofimo Lopez and Jermaine Ortiz talk right now. So tap in, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do and smash that like button. It's free, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you, it's free. It ain't gonna cost you a damn thing. Now, when it comes to athletic ability, they're both athletic, but I do believe that you know I do believe that Teofimo Lopez is probably one of the most athletic guys in boxing. You know what I'm saying? There's just levels of athletic ability. But remember, there's not a big spacing in a lot of these attributes that I mean when I'm talking about speed, power, durability, um, all these things that Teo does have over Ortiz, it's not by a long shot. It's by a little bit. So, for instance, a guy like Josh Taylor, I think Jermaine Ortiz puts on a better fight than Josh Taylor. What do you guys think in the comment section right there? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section as far as do y'all think Jermaine Ortiz puts on a better fight than Josh Taylor? Because Jermaine Ortiz is a tough dude. Josh Taylor is a tough dude, but Josh Taylor didn't win. Not even he didn't win one round in my behalf. I don't think Josh Taylor not even won one round. Teo can't stop a fly. I didn't say that, Jennifer. 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 Teo's the real deal. Teo's the real deal. That's a fact. Yes, I believe. Yes, I think that Ortiz is just what's Ortiz nationality? Ortiz is Puerto Rican and Dominican. I don't. I think this is going to be an amazing fight, guys. We have two young guys going at it, and there's tension. And if y'all seen the interview that I had with Jermaine Ortiz. He's excited. He's excited to get his get back. He's excited. Thank you, Jackie, for putting some color on the chat. I appreciate you. The first color, the first donations of 2024. I appreciate you, Jackie. Real talk keeps me going. Always appreciative. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button. Teo, um, damn, just Teo taking this fight, man. This is not an easy task. If Teo is sleeping, he's losing. He can't sleep on Jermaine Ortiz. He needs to have an A performance with Jermaine Ortiz. This is not like this is not a competitor that's like, remember when Errol Spence said, I only need to be 70% to beat Danny Garcia? This ain't one of those fights, guys. Jermaine Ortiz has always been a sleeper. He's always been a sleeper at 135. And right now, he's excited for his get back. He's excited for his get back. When you have a fighter that's excited to get his get back, probably one of the most dangerous fighters you ever want to face. And no bullshit, excuse my language, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. But I feel like they always had tension. I always felt like Jermaine Ortiz and Teo had a little tension for some weird reason. Like I remember when going to the fights and leading up to it, Tia was doing interviews who he thought was gonna win, and he thought it was gonna be Loma was gonna win by a landslide. It was gonna be easy, walk in the park for Loma, and it wasn't like that at all. And I was very surprised to hear Tia say that, knowing the fact that he did see Jermaine Ortiz in the amateurs, and it was a competitive fight as well. It wasn't like a walkover, and yeah, it went the way it went. So that being said, I feel like this fight could be in the makings of fight of the year for 2024, and that's fast to say. It's an early fight. It's a fight in February 8th, right? And I'm calling that this is a possible type of fight of the year type of a candidate right from the jump. Salute the Top Rank, right? For at least keep the work pushing, right? Keeping it pushing, keeping the work going. But I'm gonna be real with you. This is a good fight. This is a really, really good fight. And yeah, salute to everybody in the chat as well. Yes, yeah, Jermaine Ortiz definitely quick feet, definitely switch hits. He does it all. Low nose boxing. Thank you for the $5. Appreciate you, my brother. Punch damn near ruined my shot at Jackie early, shaking my head or tried to block her blessings. Happy New Year's, Queen. Appreciate you, Lono's Boxing. You already know Lono's Boxing. He got a little thing for La Reina del Boxeo, Jackie. Um, you know, happy, happy Lonos. I see you, Lo. I see you, Lo. Um, but nevertheless, getting back in to this fight, right? It amazes me a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. It definitely amazes you. Lonos, appreciate you for putting some color on the chat once again. So what really hinders me in this fight is that when we look at the landscape of the 140 division, and we just recently seen Jermaine Ortiz starting to get closer with the Haneys and Bill Haney, Devin Haney. I remember talking to Bill Haney the other day, and he said that Jermaine was at his house. They were celebrating something. Jermaine is also a Muslim, so they get along on that type of a tilt. But Jermaine Ortiz always wanted to fight Devin Haney. That was one of the main guys he wanted to fight, and for some weird reason, out of nowhere, Jermaine Ortiz's main guy. Because I remember when he was at 135, the main guys he wanted was Shakur and Devin, right? Because Devin was a free agent and Shakur was a top rank. And he felt like to get a Tank Davis shot was like a long shot for him. That's what he believed, right? Which I don't blame him. But so now the temperature for Jermaine Ortiz is I want Teofimo Lopez first. And I'm at 140 now. So the temperature changed. So now I've seen some training videos with Bill Haney and Jamaine. Bill Haney being friends with other guys at 140 pounds that could be potential great opponents for Devin Haney in the future. Not saying that they're ducking Jermaine or anything like that, but when you're in this boxing game, you shouldn't be trying to make new friends in your division. Like if you was your friends and y'all friends, okay, oh well, right? Keyshawn Davis, Shakur Stevenson, oh well, right? They were friends for a long time, right? But in this case, y'all becoming new friends in the new division that y'all want to campaign in at the same time. Could be a great fight. Anyway, so now knowing that Bill Haney sees that Jermaine Ortiz is going after uh Teo first, it's a good look for when it comes down to Bill Haney. It's like I'm friends with Jermaine Ortiz, and I could understand Jermaine Ortiz in the gym. I could see what he does good in the gym. I could see what he does bad in the gym, and I could see the fight and see where Jermaine sees success. And when it's time to have Haney and Teo fight, you got us some type of a blueprint, a possible blueprint of where things went good and went wrong. It was like Caleb Plant and Benavidez. Boo Boo Andres had a great blueprint to watch. Didn't work out for him. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a long stretch, right? But this fight right here is real championship boxing. Shout out to everybody on the live. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez in the building. Shout out to Lacey Mayer. Shout out to Champion Sports Boxing. What's going on? What's going on? Let me know what y'all think in the polls. Who do y'all have winning in this main event, February 8th? And what do y'all think as far as top ranked boxing on Thursday nights? You know what I'm saying? This is another Thursday night fight. We just had one with the F1 with Shakur Stevenson a month ago, and now it's another Thursday night with Teofimo Lopez. I don't know how to take it. I don't know if they're trying to push boxing to the side. I don't know if it's just a certain weekend. There's a lot of things going on in boxing in Vegas at that weekend. But why Thursday? Don't understand why Thursday. Why Vegas? Why Vegas? Why Thursday? This is another thing. Why Vegas? Why Thursday? Teo supposedly is from New York City. Jermaine Ortiz from Massachusetts. You put it in New York City, man. Everyone from Massachusetts, you know what I'm saying? Build the card that way. I don't know why it's going on a Thursday in Vegas. This could have been at the Hulu. This could have been at the Hulu. Why? I don't know if it would have reached numbers for. I don't know if it was going to reach numbers for the Garden, but hey, it is what it is. This is a masterpiece fight. I'm gonna come out to Mill City and steal your car. Salute, salute, salute. But you ain't stealing my car. I guarantee you, bro. I got so many guns. You ain't going nowhere. Oh man, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, man. Jackie making YouTube great again. She throwing out money like Don Trump. Salute to Jackie for all the support, man. Real talk, real support, real support. I just started the members. I think I started the memberships. I'm gonna be doing some great things in the memberships. We're gonna have a community channel. We're gonna have messages. We're gonna have a group chats for just members only. So check that out, guys. It's gonna be some good stuff going on over there, and you guys will get the interviews early. If you're in the members, you will get the most of the interviews 24 hours ahead of time. And yeah, we're gonna be doing that, special discounts on merch, and a whole bunch of other different things, free call-ins, and a whole bunch of things. So make sure you guys definitely check that out when you get a chance. I don't see the membership button. See, I tried to check it out, so I guess I haven't finished it. So I'm gonna have to go check it out, Jackie, one more time. My bad. Maybe I gotta finish up the little script, but nevertheless, I'm gonna be putting in the link, right? I'm going to be putting in the link in the chat. We're going to be letting people chop it up, 10 minutes apiece. Talk your talk. Let me know what y'all think about the card itself with the co-main event and main event. And we're going to be getting right to it. So let me put the link in the chat. Shout out to everybody on the live as well. Once again, I appreciate each and every single one of y'all for rocking out with your boy. Because y'all could be doing anything right now. And y'all here. So, salute to y'all. And make sure you guys hit the like button and press the notifications. We'll be putting the link right now. Give me one moment. Give me one more moment. Sorry about that. And we got a lot of boxing coming up as well, guys. This is fight week. Can't forget this is fight week. So I'll be fixing that membership stuff this week because I'm definitely eager to get that done. Smash that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Phone lines are open. We got our first caller right here, Low Nose Boxing. Low Nose Boxing in La Casa. What's going on, my brother? What's going on?
Chilling, man. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's to you too, bro. Have you been seeing new blessings coming?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So
Every day
listen,
is a blessing. Every day.
now that we have you here and every day's a blessings, we got Jackie in the comments. We got you right here. Habla claro, brother. Habla claro. Speak your mind.
She can holler at me in the DM. What's up, Jackie? Happy New Year's.
Hey. So what the YouTube got the DMs or the Instagram DMs? You guys are connected on both?
Not saying nothing.
Okay, okay, okay.
What I
Well,
will say is this: I was
talk.
just watching. I was just watching some Jermaine Ortiz versus Lomachenko,
Mm,
and Jermaine Ortiz starts so fast, throws a lot of punches. Believe it or not, he kind of reminds me of Amir Khan because he'll throw 4, 5, 6 punch combinations. He's not as fast as Khan, and that's going to lead to trouble against Teofimo Lopez because he'll sit there just throwing punches nonstop. Lomachenko wasn't making him pay a lot, you know.
right, right. Um,
And
Go ahead.
this is a brilliant move by Bill Haney. He's using this to sort of gauge Teofimo Lopez because he knows that Teofimo Lopez is somebody that, that's a big fight somewhere down the road.
You
My
agree with me?
opinion, yeah. So they're using Jermaine Ortiz to go in there, test the waters out, and then they're gonna see what Devin could do
Como se
based on
dice
what
in the hood? In the hood, they call them como crash dummy, como dale, dale.
crash them. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, he put him out. He putting him out there to crash. He
exactly.
put him out there to crash, and I got Teofimo stopping him. People keep underrating Teofimo's power at 140. He fought a solid, tough, bad motor scooter, like Bill Haney would say, and Pedro Campa, a Mexican with a hard chin. He stopped him, dropped him with a jab, finished him off. Then he fought Sandor Martin, which is a guy that will give anybody trouble just to catch him alone. So you can't fault his power for not stopping Sandor Martin. And then we got Josh Taylor, a big junior welterweight who probably should be fighting at 147 pounds. So we can't take away from Tio's power because a lot of these guys that are knocking people out, they're not knocking out elite level guys. They're not knocking out Josh Taylors. All the guys that let's say Javante Davis, and not to diss Javante, he's a hell of a fighter, but I bet Teofimo Lopez stops all the guys that Javante stopped,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Okay. Okay. Including Barrios.
Absolutely. Barrios stands right there and fights with you. He don't move around, you know. Now, if Javante were to fight, let's say, Lomachenko and stop Lomachenko, and I believe Tank could do it, especially to the body, because
Mm.
Tank is the best body puncher out of those guys. That's a statement.
Out of those guys, but not he ain't a better he ain't a better body puncher than Souvier.
The, yeah, come on. I mean, Super is a hell of a fighter, but Javante Davis places his punches very well to the body. He hooks to the body. He throws uppercuts to the body. He throws straights to the body. Javante Davis is one of the best body punchers in boxing, in my opinion.
Mm. You know, I haven't. Be real with you. I think that's the first time I ever heard that. I don't think I've never heard Gervonta Davis being one of the best body punchers in boxing.
Yeah, and as far as that card goes, Podraza, believe it or not, his resume is not that bad. He beat one of my favorite fighters, Tevin Farmer, before Tevin Farmer became a world champion. You know that, right?
Hmm.
He also stopped the Mexican guy that beat Felix Verdejo, but he's been losing all his fights lately. Right now, Jose Pedraza is sort of like a, I don't want to say journeyman, but that's what it's looking like right now.
It's
They're
okay.
serving him up. They're
It's
serving
okay.
him
You,
up.
you can say it. You can say it low. It's okay. He's a gatekeeper.
No, not a gatekeeper. Gatekeeper is a little bit more on a higher level.
So you saying that he's not a gate? He's not even a gatekeeper.
The journeyman right now. He's fighting a guy that doesn't have 10 fights. Keyshawn Davis is a fighter that's being moved up fast. Keyshawn Davis might be the next guy to stop Jose Pedraza because he hasn't been stopped since the Javante Davis fight.
Mm. Okay. Okay. I like what you're putting down. So I heard in the comments. I don't know. I think it was Punch's comments that you believe that Teal stops Jermaine in the late rounds.
Yes, I do.
What do you see? What do you see in that fight, and within watching fights from Jermaine and watching fights from Teal, of why those two styles clash, fight together? Now these are two guys that most likely ain't gonna be hurt in the ring. They're coming in 100%, and they're two young live dogs that are coming into the ring. Why do you believe Teal stops Jermaine Ortiz?
Because Jermaine Ortiz throws a lot of punches. And sometimes when he's throwing punches in combinations, he'll rush forward while letting his hands go, like Amir Khan. Teofimo Lopez, I could see him stepping back and catching him with an uppercut or catching him with an overhand right or even a left hook. And I don't think Jermaine Ortiz has the same punch resistance as a Josh Taylor or even a Pedro Campa. I've seen him hurt in the past, but I'm not going to judge his chin off of that because I don't do the triangle theory, and he was also 135 pounds. But I think Teofimo Lopez, this is his opportunity to cut the narrative that he's an inconsistent fighter. People say he has a big win, and then he turns on. Then he turns up to have a lackluster performance. He's been up and down. So this is Teofimo's moment to be consistent. He's fighting a top quality guy. He got to go in there, not do a Nakatani or a Sandor Martin performance. He got to go in there and show out. And right now, based on what I'm seeing, Teo looks like he's happy. He doesn't look erratic. He's not acting all crazy all over the place. He's not talking in riddles. He looks like he got his head on right. And I got a feeling we're going to see the real Teofimo Lopez come February 8th.
You know, it's tough. It's tough to listen to some of these boxers when they talk, because they have a sense of confidence that they will say things confidently that they don't necessarily believe. Like, for instance, Chris Colbert, when he was talking to his coaches in the corner, like if he was all set, like he had it all figured out. That was a confidence that is overconfident. Like, you need to check yourself. You're being overconfident. I have students that are like that too. They're just like overconfident and stuff. Now, do you think overconfidence with a fight with a guy like Jermaine Ortiz, knowing that Jermaine Ortiz, has been in there with Lomachenko, has had great rounds with Lomachenko, uh, is a game guy. We did an interview with Richardson Hitchens. They think that Jermaine Ortiz is an elite guy. Talk to me. Is this a 50-50 fight?
No, no,
What do you
it's not a
have
50-50
percentage
fight.
wise?
I got Teofimo Lopez 80-20, 70-30. He's a
So
different animal.
so in that case, if it's like that low, if it's like that, and if say he doesn't get the knockout, you telling me that Teo's winning 9 or 8 rounds. That's what you're
As
telling me,
long as
right?
as long as Teofimo Lopez is at his best, I see him dominating the fight. The reason why I say that is because when he fought the best possible guys, when he fought Lomachenko, with the exception of 3 of the last 5 rounds, he whitewashed him. He shut him down for 7 rounds straight, right? Handicapped him, had his hands in his pocket, because he knew every time he would throw a punch, he was going to get countered. Every time he tried to take an angle, Teofimo was pivoting with him. Lomachenko jumped on him. I gave Lomachenko rounds 8, 10, and 11. He won those rounds big because he was really putting it on Teo. But then Teo came back in round 12, and we seen what happened. So he dominated Lomachenko with the exception of 3 rounds, right? And then he took on Josh Taylor, and we saw what he did. So Teofimo Lopez shown that against the best possible competition, he knows how to make them look ordinary. And Jermaine Ortiz is not an ordinary fighter, but
Okay.
Teofimo Lopez is an extraordinary fighter when he's on his A game. That's how I see it.
Okay. So I'll give you this one then. Check this out. Where does Jermaine Ortiz fall in Teofimo's resume when it comes to best fighter in Teofimo's resume? This is a guy that I was there. He beat Loma. I was there. He beat Loma. Even when when I even looked at Teo and I said, Teo, I think Jermaine got it. He said I was being biased because I'm from Massachusetts. Punch. We were all. We were dealing with coaches. We were all boxing heads. We were all saying Jermaine Ortiz. Where is Jermaine Ortiz when it comes to Loma's resume? Think about it.
You mean Teo's resume? All right.
Teo's resume.
In terms of accolades, he's not up there in terms of accolades. But as far as the physical challenge, the
Look
fact
at
that
him.
he's at,
Just looking at the naked eye. The way
all
you
right,
look.
yeah,
The
we're
way
going
you
by
look at
challenge.
Boots Ennis. The way you look at Boots Ennis. Tell me the way how you look at Boots Ennis. The way
I
you
got
look.
I got him I got him probably as his third or fourth biggest challenge. First Lomachenko, then Josh Taylor, and it's a toss-up between Jermaine Ortiz and Sandor Martin, because both of those guys are boxers, and then Sandor Martin outboxed Mikey Garcia, so he's shown that he's not some guy that's a flash in the pan. So I would put Jermaine Ortiz over Richard Comey, not the accolade, not the power, but based on physically what he brings, the athleticism. Example, Jermaine Ortiz is a tougher challenge for me than what Jose Ramirez would have been, even though Ramirez is stronger, hits harder, more accolades. But Jose Ramirez is going to be right there to get punched on. So Jermaine Ortiz is definitely one of Teo's best wins. I would say third or fourth, in between a toss-up between him and Sandor Martin.
I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. And I'm gonna put him above Sandor Martin. Like I'm gonna put Jermaine right above Sandor Martin. Like, and what I matter of fact, Jermaine just hit me right now. That's funny. We're talking about Jermaine Ortiz. He just hit me right now. Hold on, let me just send him this link. That way, you know what I'm saying? Hold on one second. Jermaine's gonna come on right now so we could chop it up. Um, Lo, it was a pleasure. I'm gonna get you on right after. I'm gonna put Jermaine on, then see if anybody else, Coda, anybody wanna come on, then you come right back, all right, bro?
Yeah, Jackie, you can get on too if you want to.
Oh yeah, Jackie's more than welcome all the time.
Don't be camera shy.
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody on the live. Might as well get Jermaine while we here, right? Smash the like button. That's great. Ortiz is a good dude. Yeah, he's definitely a good dude. He's definitely a good dude. Smash the like button. Everything good with my audio? Everything good? Picture perfect, guys? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think in the polls. Make sure you set your vote. You know, we got who wins this fight February 8th, Thursday night, Ortiz versus Lopez. Who do y'all have, man? Y'all got have 69% of y'all believe Teofimo Lopez will win. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But what I need y'all to do is smash that like button, man. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. I think you fake as hell for cutting Jamaine in line in front of me. What? What? Coda. 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 Don't do that, Coda. Don't do that. Coda. Jump. Coda. For real, Coda. I can't believe y'all right now. I can't believe. Jackie, you agree too? That's messed up. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Coda. We can't be patient, Coda. We can't be patient, bro. We we can't get a couple questions in from Jermaine before we jump in. I gotta be fake. Is that I gotta be fake for that one? That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. Nah, I'm just kidding. Shout out to my man. It's Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media. And we got the one and only, the technician from Worcester, Massachusetts, Jermaine Ortiz. What's
What's
going on,
going on? What's going
guy?
on? Hold on.
You on?
How am I looking? Am I horizontal or I gotta rotate?
Yeah, you gotta rotate it.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Now you good. I'm doing good.
How
How
you
you doing?
doing, bro?
I'm doing. You mu I know, right? Wait, are you in Vegas?
Nah, I'm gonna be out
How
in a couple
excited?
weeks. I'll be out there.
How excited are you? Our last interview, I said, "Who would you want first?" And you say Tio, and now we get the news today, February 8th. You're headlining. You're back in the headlining position again
Yes, sir.
with
Yes, sir.
your amateur art nemesis, Teofimo Lopez.
Yes, sir.
So walk us back to the memory lane, like as far as we weren't around when we seen that fight. Like, how was that fight in the amateurs?
Um, to me, it was a competitive fight. Uh, I didn't have my coach with me at the time. He had to fly out literally the day before. It was the finals of the National Golden Gloves. But this time, I'm ready with my team fully equipped with ammo and ready to start shooting on February 8th.
So I remember going to the fight. I'm over here with my buddies, and I meet Tio for the first time, right? And he did an interview with the homegirl Kayla, saying that he thought that Loma was gonna wash you, and then you know you in most people's eyes you beat Loma that night. So
Correct.
I'm sitting with Tio and I'm like, so what do you think now? Because I'm talking to him and it's like round 8, round 9, and I'm like, so what do you think now? I was like, oh, now when the decision's being made, everyone's quiet, and I'm like, why y'all quiet? Why y'all quiet? Like who won? Who won? Who won? So I seen his face that day, and I'm not to say that he was scared or anything like that, but I felt like there was some type of tension. I don't know. Do you
I
think that there
remember
was?
he came up to me before the decision was made. Like I swore I won the fight. Like I heard the scorecards. I'm like, that gotta be me. He came up to me before the decision was even made, saying like, congratulating me on my performance and I did an amazing job and all that. So that's why I had it in the bag.
So as amateurs, right? At back in the day, that decision went his way. You said it was competitive. Obviously, you guys normally, when you after a fight, you guys could say something, then you guys go your separate ways. Do you remember anything when you guys first met?
No, no, no.
Okay, okay. So now, dealing what you've been dealing with, obviously moving up in weight, um, knowing that you seen Tia was one of the first guys at 140. Uh, right away when you moved up to 140, Tia was in the head, like top guy in your list.
Yeah, he was, anybody with a belt. I've been saying this for a long time. I want the top of the top, and anybody who got a belt. And I've been telling you, I've been telling everybody, I'm gonna be world champion soon, and that's what I'm coming for. I'm not here to get no other fights, no tuna fights. I'm ready to be world champion. That's all.
So you were obviously at 135. You was pushing to get that Shakur Stevenson fight because he was on your
Yeah.
side. Do you think that this fight's bigger than a Shakur Stevenson fight?
Uh, yeah. I would say like I don't know that the fight with Shakur it was dragging out. I don't know if they really wanted the fight. It didn't seem like it. There wasn't you know, no back and forth. And I said, 135, I'll take the fight with Shakur. If not, I'm going to 140, and I'm going after the belts. So first opportunity came with Teofimo, and this is where I'm at.
Looking at your box recs like identically, they look very close to each other. Like you guys are 1 year apart. Your arm reach is 1 inch apart. Like you guys have one fight apart. You guys have one loss. It's like almost an identical type of a thing. Um, I was asking people, do you believe that you are his toughest task to date?
I'll make it his tougher task when I beat him.
Hmm. I mean, you've obviously you face Lomachenko. You s-
Maybe on paper, it may not look like his toughest task, but once I'm in the ring with him
but
and when I beat
skills.
him, it's gonna be like, wow, that was a lot tougher than what everybody expected, like they usually do. Like they
Exactly.
usually do.
Exactly. Um, do you how confident do you feel in this fight?
100% confident. I wouldn't be taking a fight if I wasn't 100% confident I could win.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if it was a huge payday and because I don't know, like I feel like some fighters would do it just for the pay. Not
Yes,
saying that you're
some
you're
people do,
hungry.
but at the end of the day, I've been fighting for a long time, and the goal is not only just to get paid, but to be world champion too. To build the legacy and to be someone in the sport.
Okay.
I still have like that same mindset from the get go, from the beginning. I've said it many times. I'm not converting into what the new sport tends to glamour off of just the fame and the money. That will come, but at the same time, I still got that old school work ethic and that old school mindset of I still want to become world champion. I want to create history for my state and my city, and I still want goals to achieve in the sport of boxing. So when I'm gone, it's not just I'm here and I got paid, but I actually did something in the sport as well.
Um, Good answer. Now, your biggest fight obviously is the Lomachenko fight. Is this fight bigger?
Yeah.
It
It's
is,
for the
right? I
belt.
believe so
The
too.
the fight with Lomachenko, there was no belts on the line. This fight's a lot bigger, a lot more risk. It's a lot more. I was the bigger guy coming into the fight with Lomachenko. I believe I'm the bigger guy coming into this fight as well. But new weight class for me, my first time competing at 140 pounds. So, uh, and Teofimo has a lot of accolades as well. So this fight, I think, is a lot bigger than the Lomachenko fight.
Now, your last fight with Morin, that was a catch weight of what was it again?
138.
138. Okay. Um, at 140, how do you feel like you know yourself better than anybody else? At 140, are you stronger? Are you faster? Are you the better Jermaine Ortiz?
Of course, I don't have to sacrifice as much getting down to 135. So 140 pounds is going to be a lot easier to make, and I'm going to feel a lot better.
Mm. Um, predictions on the fight.
Can't give it to you. Can't give it
Yeah,
to you.
it's fair. Um, what does this fight mean to you out of all the other ones? Now that you're what, 27 now?
Yeah, it's the most important one for me. This is the most important fight. This to become world champion. It's the biggest fight. There's no doubt about it. The most important one.
Mm. Um, that being said, like, do you when it comes down to bringing in people for training camp for Tio, the styles for Tio? I don't know if you've seen the video. He was showing videos of you, you know, kind of like taunting, letting people know who his next opponent is. I don't know if you've seen the video, and he's like, "I'm Teofimo Lopez. Why wouldn't I check out do film study?" And it was you
Yeah,
in the video. Did you
yeah,
see it?
yeah. I seen that. Yeah.
Okay. Um, as far as prepping for a guy like Teofimo Lopez now, uh, do you feel like you got to do anything different? I know that you've brought like race. I think you brought like Race Savage for Loma. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, you're not gonna probably tell me who you're gonna bring in, but or you will. I don't know. What type of like method do you and your team got to
Obviously,
bring?
me and my team, we're obviously gonna bring in sparring partners that can best emulate Teofimo. So that's for any fighter, any fight we got. We're gonna try to get sparring that best emulates that fighter. The height, the reach, the style, all of it.
Are you? Do you have you worked with Snack? Will you work with Snack?
No, I haven't worked with Snack.
Okay. Okay. Um, when obviously this fight with Tio, what do you when you look at Tio, what do you see as far as a fighter is concerned? What type of fighter you believe he is?
He's a good fighter. He's an explosive fighter. Um, what can I say?
Is he more of a counter puncher? Like, what type of fighter do you think he is?
I think he's more of an aggressive fighter. He likes to walk people down. Um, you know, Fighters, they all come in all types of size and packages, man. It doesn't matter what to me how he comes, if he's gonna be a boxer, counter puncher, aggressive, or however it's gonna be. My job is to stick to the game plan and follow follow it to beat him.
I talked to Bill Haney the other day. He told me you guys went to the house. You went to their house, getting close to them. What's that situation like, knowing that you're going into that division and you're making friends with one of the top guys?
Uh, I, all respect to the Hennies, man, but I'm not. There's no comment on that one.
Would you still entertain it?
A fight,
Yeah.
of course. Friends or not, business is business. If the fans want to see a great fight, I'm more than willing to always entertain any fight. At the end of the day, this is the fight business, and in the amateurs, I had to fight my friends before. I had to fight people I knew before. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, um, even if that was the case, people you're close to, at the end of the day, you want to feed each other too, right? You know what I'm saying? So a fight can always get done.
That's the type of mentality. I thought that's exactly what you was on. So when I seen it happen, I'm like, nah. I think Jermaine will still. He'll still entertain a fight. This is just how he makes, his
It's
cheddar.
my living. It's my living.
Right. Now, obviously, he said you're Muslim as well.
Yeah.
Muslim brothers have been boxing. Obviously, we see Tank Davis. He just turned as well. Like, do you guys fight each other? Are you guys willing to fight each other? Has that been done?
Yeah. Muslim people have fought each other before, all in the Middle East. It's there's nothing against it. At the end of the day, we gotta fight. We gotta fight. It's
Hmm.
not a big deal. We're brothers, outside the ring, inside the ring, it's a different story. And it's not only just about religion, but even in the boxing world, you see it all the time. Leading up to the fight, we want to take each other's heads off. We're talking crap, all this and that, rah rah. But once the fight is done, you're giving the other person a hug, and it's all good. And I've made friends with people I fought in the past. Jamel Herring is one of the guys that I fought that we've been always in great communications. He's always helped me out anytime I needed it. Lomachenko has put in good words for me in around the boxing world too as well. So there's nothing to take away from another fighter. At the end of the day, business is business. We settle it like men, how people should be doing in the streets. And after the fight is done, it is what it is. We move on. We going back home to our families.
Yeah. No, yeah, 100%. Like, because we've we've heard, like, Lomachenko be outspoken about Haney. Hey, fight Jermaine Ortiz, and then, like, no word of a lie, like 3 weeks go by, and you guys are like working with each other, training with each other.
Yeah.
So the boxing world can get confused very quickly.
Yeah. Well, this boxing world is filled with drama too, so we got to keep it spicy some way, somehow, right?
Facts, facts. Um, and is that like a team? Is there like some type of like what do they call that? Allies when it comes to the Haneys and you?
What you mean?
As far as like allies, like as far as like, well, if we do need to fight each other down the line, we will, but we're teammates, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna
Maybe something like that. I let the people think whatever they want. At the end of the day, uh, me, Bill, and Devin understand and know what's going on between us, and I let the world speak however they want to speak on. Because at the end of the day, it just brings more talk. Whatever you guys want to say, it's cool by me.
What do you think this fight looks like? You and Tio. Obviously, it's a lot. It seems like it's an action packed type of a fight.
Yeah, I'll say most of my fights are action packed, and his fights are too. So, uh, shout out to Brad for the matchmaking because it's gonna be explosive fireworks February 8th.
You think this fight goes the distance? I think it goes the distance.
Yeah, I know I'm not getting knocked out. If we don't go the distance, he's probably getting knocked out. You never know. You never know.
Yeah. Um, obviously he's coming off of one of his best performances. What would you grade your last performance?
My last performance was alright. Wasn't the best, but I like fighting the best because they bring out the best in me. And I think that goes for a lot of other fighters as well. When they fight the best, it brings the best out of them.
Mm. You think the Vegas is gonna have these numbers really spread apart? You think they're gonna be close? What do you think?
They'll probably have them spread apart. I don't remember the last time I was up on Vegas. you know, I don't remember the last time.
Well, that being said, do you feel like you have to do like how much more extra do you think you need to do to win this fight? As far as get the win, obviously you didn't get the win with Loma. You probably felt like you did enough to win that fight. What about this fight coming in to this fight? Like, is there some type of learn? What did you learn from the Loma fight coming into this fight? As far
I
as
learned, I,
that
I, I
level,
learned, I learned a lot. And just watching footage of my fights, I learned a lot and make adjustments, be a lot better. But definitely, he's the champion, so I know I'm gonna have to sweep it up nice and clean and clear, and can't leave it up to the judges or have any swing rounds. So
yeah,
that's how I'm taking it.
right. Yeah, you know, it's important and you have to speak upon it. You know what I'm saying? Because this is part of what it is. Now, as far as you that was a close loss that you had with Loma. With this one, do you feel like it has to be similar, or do you feel like you really need to make sure you take the cake on this one? Because obviously, win or lose, you're still in
Taking the
line.
cake. I'm taking the cake.
Yeah.
I'm taking the cake.
Well, what are some of the comments you don't like hearing coming from that Lomachenko fight from other people, spectators, purists in the game?
To be honest, I'm not a person that listens to comments too often, so
Well, I'm here. I'm
I
I'm
can't
I'm
tell
here
you.
listening, and I'm always defending you. So I'll give you some. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, First round go. Gas tank. Did you hear that before? Your gas tank in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
championship rounds. What would you have to
Yeah.
say about that?
Um, I didn't feel like I was tired inside the ring again. I just felt like I was up, and it was my confidence of thinking I had it in the bag and let those rounds go away.
Oh, so that was just the confidence in the rounds. Did you
Yeah.
feel like those championship rounds were close though, in your behalf, like being in the moment?
No, I gave him the last three. I gave him the last three.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you do. So then that means that you believe that you could have did more then.
Yeah. I could definitely done more. Yeah.
Okay, so leading up to this fight, you feel like that you would treat the championship rounds differently because of the experience that you just had.
Of course.
But what do you do to gear up to that as a professional fighter? You only
That's
had
that's
12
what
rounds.
me that's what me and my team we work on day in and day out to be prepared at maximum capacity from round 1 to round 12.
Mm, I like it. Um, if you had to leave a message to Teofimo Lopez, for me to give it to him, what would you tell him?
It's gonna his showman night. I just had a deja vu.
Yeah,
Deja vu at this moment. I
said
swear
that.
every single time there's a fight, it's another deja vu moment. Um, I'm coming to steal the show. You know, I know they preparing all this for the showman show, but I'm gonna steal the show.
That's like leading up to that other question that I said before, as far as like the type of fight that this is. I'm glad that they labeled it like showman, because it's like it's two guys really going to show their stuff that night. High level chess, high level stuff coming in. No other better name you be have. What would you have to say?
Say that
Showman
again.
night. No better name. Showman night. That,
Hold on, say
is,
that one more time.
is there no other better name than the showman night?
Uh, Not that I could think of. It's a good name, you know. Top Rank is doing a good job promoting it with that flyer and that name. Uh, but February 8th, we'll see the real showman.
What you think about the flyer?
It was dope. It was dope.
Right? That's the
Yeah.
old school robes that they used to wear back
Yeah.
in the days.
Yeah. It's fire. They came, they did the photo shoot. We had some like old school shorts, old school gloves. It was very, felt like a little Marvin Hagler in the photo shoot.
Was it a little bit different?
Yeah.
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 How long ago have you known about this fight? Potentially. You're smart. You know you're like, yeah, I ain't messing this up for nothing. I'm not talking about nothing.
It's been a couple weeks, you know, in the talks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um what does a win do for you in your career over Teofimo
Uh,
Lopez?
Skyrocket, you know, I'll be world champion. I have two belts, the WBO and the Ring magazine. Uh, what doesn't it do for me? I come back home, champion. My next fights will be big fights. Uh, It does a lot. It does a lot to be world champion. You know, once I got them belts around my waist, I'll make some moves and I'll make sure to keep them around my waist for a long time.
I'm watching like CES posted, Top Rank posted, and I'm quick to look at the comments. I'm like, damn, CES, right? I'm like, look at all these Massachusetts people like really showing love to Jermaine because it's such a big fight, and I think it's because it's a huge notable name. Like, obviously, I think. What do you think? You think more people know who Teofimo Lopez knows nowadays than Lomachenko?
I don't know.
I
I
know
don't
because
know.
you're a boxing purist, so it's different when you ask
I
a guy
don't
like
know.
you. But like nowadays, like the
Even, nah, even before, even people who didn't know much about boxing, I feel like they've heard of Lomachenko somewhat. If they know at least something about sports, if they're like at least in tune into sports, like if they're in tune into basketball, or football, they probably still heard of like Lomachenko, I think. But you know, some people still know Till. You know, I think the younger crowd, maybe the younger crowd knows more Till.
what do you think about fighting on a Thursday?
Doesn't matter. It's Super Bowl weekend, so it's gonna be a packed weekend, busy weekend, and I don't. It doesn't matter what day of the week I'm fighting. I'm prepared to fight any day of the week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your whole camp is going to be based in Vegas.
The second part of it, yeah.
Mm. You ain't spilling
Mhm.
where you're going to be in the first half.
Nah.
All right, okay, okay. No,
Yeah.
I respect it. I respect it. Um, as far as you telling the people why people should tune in February 8th. ESPN, not a pay-per-view event. Why should people tune in?
I guarantee you it's gonna be one of the fights of the year candidates
Yeah.
for sure. Fireworks.
Mm. I was actually. It's funny you said that because if you rewind this, that's exactly what I said earlier. Um,
Mhm.
what's your thoughts on the co-main event? Obviously, you probably haven't really got your head wrapped around it too much, but it's Keyshawn Davis and Podraza.
I don't know when was the last time Pedraza was in the ring, but
He fought Arnold Barboza last year. He
okay.
got
How
he
did
got
that
beat.
go? Who won?
Yeah, he lost every round.
Okay, so
And he's moving down to 135 after being at 140 for quite some time, so you know what that means.
yeah, weight training. I ain't paying too much mind to it. I'm focused on my fight.
Cause I'm the main event, baby.
Yeah, I'm focused on my fight.
Facts, facts, facts. Well, man, as far as you're gonna be training any type of a different type of way as far as smarter is concerned.
Yeah, I got a new person in my camp, um, training wise, so definitely mixing things up.
Is it a strength and conditioning coach? What is it?
No, boxing.
Oh, so you just added to the
Yeah.
nice, nice, nice. Um, Definitely want to get your coach on, so we can pass that message to him. And yeah, man, can't wait to see you February 8th. Definitely try to get on. Before we're gonna be going to Vegas for this fight with you guys. So, stay tuned. Let everybody know where they can find you at Jermaine, and thank you for tapping in with us as well. You froze? Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media. The Fighters channel, the Trainers channel, the People's channel. And we just got here, a little surprise here. Jermaine Ortiz, the technician, with a surprise visit. So salute to the chat. Make sure you guys hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. It's free, man. I keep telling you guys it's free. I'm trying to give you guys some of these high level pro interviews. And all I need y'all to do is just show some support. Hit the like button. And always, subscribe to the channel, tell a friend to tell a friend. It's Mill City Boxing. Um, Let me get a wrench. Yeah, I'll be doing that little wrench thing for the members and stuff like that as well. Because I see a lot of people talk about that. Smash that like button as well, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't really did it because I've seen people that have abused giving people wrenches and blocking. Somebody actually blocked me. Um, you could pit Coda hit the link. I think Jamaine is probably done. I think he's probably done, and I think we. Sorry, my phone died. His phone died. It's cool. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez putting more color on the chat. And she says, Mills, can you block Lance, please? He's annoying. Yep, I got you, Jackie. I got you, Jackie. Lance, that's la reina del boxeo. So make sure you guys, we act right. You know what I'm saying? What, Jackie, is that Lance, what is it, Lance Myers or something like that, Mayor? We good, we good, we good. So yeah, um, so talk to me. Has any of any of your people spoke upon this matchup yet? Now that the news is all out, or is it too soon?
What you mean, my people?
You know, some of your close people in the boxing world.
I spoke. The news is out, so I'm pretty sure everybody talking. Whoever talking.
Right, right. How in your behalf, right? How much of an underdog you think you're gonna be? I don't think it's gonna be too much, honestly.
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I'm not too familiar with the betting world, so
No.
no.
Hold on one second. I just gotta block somebody real quick. Boom, real quick. Pacada, little quick blocky. Uh, sorry, Lance. Uh, Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media. So, Jermaine, your YouTube channel, what is
Yeah,
it?
Jermaine Ortiz. I don't know. Just Google Jermaine Ortiz and hopefully you find my channel. Hopefully, you should pop up.
Are you gonna promote this fight? Like, are you gonna do something on your YouTube for it?
Maybe I'll probably get something in. I'll get my videographer, my team, and we'll definitely do something.
Yeah, we need that type of stuff, bro. That's the type of stuff we need, and you need that too, man. It's
I know.
resume, bro.
I guess something going. Get something going. Start showing y'all a little something. I know y'all be asking. I just don't tell y'all nothing. I don't show y'all nothing. I just wait till the fight day pop up, and then I just pop up like boom.
Mm.
You know, that's how I like to do it. But I know y'all gotta see me as much as y'all want to see me inside the ring. Y'all gotta see me outside the ring as well.
We got Reyes says Mills. Tell him to make Tio fight off the back foot. Tio can't fight going backwards. See, I know one thing about Jermaine though. Jermaine ain't gonna talk about specifics on game plans with us. I know that. He's on the wrong side one time. He ain't gonna let that slip again.
You know.
um, WBO. Was that is that like the title you thought that? Hey, I know that you always was like, I don't care what title it was, but did you ever thought it was gonna be the WBO?
To be honest, I always thought I was gonna fight probably first for like the WBC title, but came here the WBO, so that's what we rocking with.
Mm. Um, this has been uh, I would like to say this is probably one of the biggest things that you ever wanted in your boxing career. I remember the first time interviewing. This is like I just wanted to be a world champion. So now that this is coming in fruition, family members, do they all know that this is what you wanted to become a champion?
You know, my family, I don't think they understand the magnitude of the fight. You know, they're not really. They only know boxing because of me. You know,
Okay. Okay. They're
in the
like, oh,
sense
he's
what
a
I'm talking
pro
about, like my
boxer. He makes
mom, my
money.
aunts. You know, they don't really know my daughter. They don't know. They don't know.
So when you, all right, so how about this? When you was going into that Lomachenko fight, they didn't know either. Like the week of, like, did they understand the magnitude of the fight or no?
They knew it was important and big, but I just don't think like they're not in the boxing world, so they don't understand how somebody else in the boxing world will understand.
Yeah. No, that's understandable. That's
Yeah.
understandable. Um, beating Tio. That, do you feel like that's beating the top dog at 140?
Yeah, sure.
What did you think about Devin Haney's performance against Regis?
Clean performance. I expected it to go that way. I just knew progress was too flat-footed and too slow for Devin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is you know fighting a guy like Tio, and he got like, he's very athletic. You're athletic. I mean, speak a little bit upon just knowing that you fighting a guy that is just as good as you. Like, obviously you fought Lomachenko, which is like basically the same thing, right? Or is it just different?
Different. I'll say it's different. Different skill sets, different movements, different rhythms.
Okay, my bad. I thought I blocked this kid. Block. My bad, Lance. Sorry, man. They paid me 20. They paid me like $40 to get you out of this chat already.
For real?
Oh man. Um. Nevertheless, man. As far as fighting in Vegas is concerned, what's that like?
I fought in Vegas before. You know, it's the hub of boxing. So it don't matter where I fight. I could fight in a basement for all I care.
Mm. Um. And then as far as Teal's concerned, as far as the promotion leading up to the fight and stuff like that, do you feel like um is that a big deal, knowing that you want to get a more viewership? Like, are you guys gonna go out your way on wanting to go out and promote, or are you really focused on just trying to get this dub?
Gotta do both at the same time. Focus on getting this dub, but at the same time, as a fighter, as an entertainer, um, if I want bigger fights, if I really want to capitalize in the sports world, you got to do both. You got to promote. That is the job of a fighter as well.
Right. Well, my guy. Like I said again, man, appreciate you for tapping in with us today, man. I don't want to hold you much longer. I know that you're gonna be real busy. Definitely get you right before, like, fight week goes, and then you already know. Good luck, man. Continue being great, and last minute words for your fans, bro.
Just thank y'all for everybody for tuning in. Tune in February 8th on ESPN. Follow me on all my social handles: Instagram Jermaine Ortiz, Facebook Jermaine Ortiz, Twitter Jermaine Ortiz R, YouTube. Um, it's gonna be a great night. Fireworks February 8th.
You already know, man. We'll be here. Stay tuned in, promoting this big event, February 8th. I can't wait. Um, like again, man. God bless, man. And keep doing what you do, man. Work hard and smart, man. I don't want you getting injured before this fight. So
Thank you.
let's get to it, man. Much love to you.
Appreciate it. Likewise. Peace.
Peace out, bro. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Did I? I think I got Lance out. Lance, text in the comments to see if you out or in. Now, does that take Lance out forever? I don't. I wasn't reading the comments too much. Sorry, guys. Shout out to Coda in the building. Coda, tap in. Tap in. Hay tiempo. Hay tiempo. Tap in. This your time to shine, bro. You got it. The link's still up there, bro. It's pinned. Check it out. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. You already know it's Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media. I'm pretty sure I got the kid Lance out of here. Jackie, I think I got him out. I got him out, Jackie. I got him out. I did it. All right, I'll send the link one more time then. I'll send the link one more time. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. We had the technician in the building. Always a pleasure. Link is in the bio. We are up late tonight. Yes, sir, Jennifer. Yes, ma'am. Yes, girl. But we need y'all to smash that like button. Real talk. Smash the like button. It's free, ladies and gentlemen. It is free.
What up, though?
Cora.
You feel me? What up, though,
Cora,
man?
yo, Mills, you mad fake for that. Putting Jamaine before me.
Dead ass, yo. Like, what is that? Damn.
Chacho, yo. Freeze temp, salute Mills.
Shit.
Great interview as always.
What up, though,
Appreciate
man?
you, Freeze temp. Really appreciate you. Nah, tranquilo, tu sabes, Coda, you know. Happy New Year, brother. I haven't jumped on YouTube since the New Year. I haven't jumped on YouTube
Likewise.
since 2023, son.
Yo, since last year. I've been on off this joint since last year.
Facts,
What's
man.
up, though, man? What's up? What's up? Yo, I think Jermaine could win that fight, man.
Vamos a hablar caro. Vamos a hablar boxeo. So listen. Um, if Teal doesn't come correct in this fight, it's not looking good. But Teal is a special fighter.
T.O. is definitely a special fighter. But that Josh win doesn't convince me of anything really because it's just like Devin Haney and Regis Prograis.
He's like a beat
Um,
up Josh Taylor now, right? He's done.
yeah, he was out for what? He was out for a year and a half. Um, I don't know, like it just wasn't. And even if Josh Taylor was sharp, like Josh Taylor, I was never really a big fan of Josh Taylor to where like he's this great fighter.
Mm.
I never thought that about him. I always thought that division was weak, and while that division was weak, you know, then they took advantage of it, and they had Regis Progress up there, and Josh Taylor, and they had the belts and all that, and but I said the same thing about Regis Progress. I never thought Josh Taylor was that elite. That's why I asked you, like, who do you think wins a fight versus Mario Barrios and Josh Taylor, or Mario Barrios and Regis Progress? You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of people talk bad about Mario Barrios or Javante beating him, saying that he's not an elite and this and that. And I honestly think he'd beat Regis and Josh Taylor. You know what I'm saying, now that the division is getting hot, there's a whole lot of good contenders up there. And now 140 is getting spicy. So if you become undisputed now, you know what I'm saying, running through the champions is different to me. Is different than you know being undisputed when Josh Taylor was there. You know what I'm saying, and he had all the belts. So I don't know. I mean, T.O. I still got to see more from T.O. Man, I know he's a great fighter and he got it in him, but I don't know. I don't know how well he could put it all together versus an elite fighter. If that makes sense.
Mm. Mm. Well, it does make sense to me in the factors of, you know, Tio Senior, man. He just puts it all out there, right? Like two times we have heard him say, "I want Loma because Loma's coming off of an injury. I want Taylor because he's coming off of an injury." He's very outspoken, so he kind of like
Yeah,
he kind of diminishes his win because of some of the things he has said. Same thing with with Haney. Like Haney was saying that when Tio fought Loma, Loma was old, but when Loma fought Haney, he was undisputed again. He was pound for pound again. Everything came back from like from 5 years later. Loma back from dead again. So I hear you. I hear you on that, and that I'm glad that you mentioned that because little details like that, people don't see them. People don't see
it's the
them.
little thing. Is the little things, man. You gotta like put the hype away, put the trendy little comments and what's going on away and what the media want to put out. You put that to the side and you watch, you evaluate the situation, by yourself and from the knowledge that you have and you watch things as they are. You know what I'm saying? Not with the media. So, I think Teal's great, but look, before that, he fought Sander Martin and Sander Martin gave him problems. He got dropped twice. You know what I'm saying? Whether they hurt him or not, they were flash knockdowns, but it's the positioning. It's all that. He still jumps. I still seen him jump at Josh Taylor with that little leap punch that he does. You know what I'm saying? Like Jermaine is fast enough and strong enough to like, time that. You know what I'm saying? And Jermaine's not a rusty old Josh Taylor. Like Jermaine Ortiz is one of the most underrated fighters. Like right now in my opinion, he's real underrated. Like that man got fast hands and them combos he let them go like so, and they're solid punches. He's a smart fighter. I think he beat Loma too. So I mean, I don't know, man. He definitely can do it. He can definitely pull it off if Tio isn't like his head isn't so big right now. If he's focused and he's like humble, you know what I'm saying, and he's understands that like every fighter is a threat, then he might come out on top. But if he's like real cocky and stuff, and he goes in the fight real cocky, thinking like George Kambosos type shit, nah, he gonna have a rude awakening. Rude
And
awakening.
it's funny because you just tapped in, but before I had Jermaine, before I had dropped the link, I told people, I said, "Yo, the overconfidence of Tio and the underconfidence of Jermaine is such a big factor in this fight because Jermaine always wants to be in the high level fights. He one fight, he became short. Now this fight right here, did he learn from it? And is the confidence there? You know, I don't know when you heard the interview, like he said, "Yo, I was confident." Like he's like in the championship rounds, I was confident. Then I asked him, "Did you know that you won the rounds?" And then he's like, "No, the last three I lost." So it's like you're confident in the losses on the rounds that you lost. Now we don't know if that's Jermaine speaking upon after watching the fight or him actually in the fight believing that he lost those three fights. That's a big deal, bro. Not
Yeah,
imagine you playing basketball, but you don't know the plays. You don't know the play.
yeah,
That's like that. You
yeah,
don't know. You don't know where if you're winning or losing. It's not a scoreboard there to see if I got to shoot the buzzer beater or not. So
you
he's
should
in.
have asked him that.
I asked
That
him. I asked him what. But the thing about it is, Jermaine's one of those ones that he don't want to give you uh an edge because he knows that people watch the interviews, so he knows that
Yeah.
he want to give Tio the psychological edge if he says certain things that could help him into the fight. This is
Well,
warfare.
let me put it like this. I mean, as like you've been in the ring. Obviously, you have students and all that, and being in that ring, like I'm pretty sure, like when you lost a round, unless you want to. If unless you're trying to be like,
Nah, there's
like
some that are
delusional.
close though, bro. There's some that are close.
Well, at this point of his career, he's gonna have to know that, especially in the championship rounds, especially being the contender. If those rounds are close, you're gonna have to do something to take it. Like you gotta take that round. You just gotta do more to take that round. That's why I said, yo, win decisively. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like T.O. is becoming a bigger and bigger name. You know what I'm saying? They wanna make T.O. a star. So if you just win, you know what I'm saying, and there's a lot of swing rounds like the Devin Haney and Loma fight and shit like that, like bro, who do you really think they're gonna give it to? You know what I'm saying? They already robbed you with the Loma fight, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Not really a huge robbery, but I had them winning. You know what I'm saying? There were a couple rounds you could have, but I had Jermaine winning. So I mean, he got to win decisively. I really do think he got to win decisively, and I think he's faster than Tio. So I think he got to use his speed really, and fight smart. I don't like that he said it'd be fight of the year candidate because like I feel like now he's just coming and like put on a show. Like, bro, like fuck the fans. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the fans. Fuck what anybody think. You gotta fight smart, bro. You gotta win this fight. Like, you gotta win. You know what I'm saying? Like, so things like that, you know what I'm saying, have like show mindsets and shit. So I don't really like that he said that, to be honest. I don't like it.
I'm gonna get into that, but I got this quick, funny comment. Coda tall as F. He in a midget place. What are the other?
I'm
What
tall a little bit.
what you six?
It's high.
What you like?
It's 50%, 50%. Because
Oh,
the ceiling is shorter here, but I'm tall.
a little of both. A little of both. Okay.
A little of both. You feel me? But
So
yeah, man.
I do. So take talking about what you were just saying, as far as being the opponent and making it an entertaining fight versus like you felt like he had a lot of joy when he said that versus I need to take this fight. I need to steal this fight. I need to. What are you
Exactly.
saying? What are you saying, Coda? Like
Exactly.
he's
Exactly
happy that
that.
he's in the
Exactly that.
moment. He's there.
Well, I was talking about the Teo fight. Like, I was talking for the Teo fight. He said like, "Oh, yeah, this is gonna be one of the fight. This is probably gonna be the fight of the year and stuff like that." Like
Mm.
him saying that is him like thinking about the moment and it being a good fight. Like, back and forth, and he's not gonna back down and all this extra like good fight things. But like his mentality should be that I'm gonna win no matter what. Like, not I don't care about it being a good fight or a great fight. I'm just gonna win no matter what. So with him saying that is like, all right, he could be knowing that he's losing, but as long as he's giving a good performance out, then he doesn't care. Like that's almost like saying that, like, yeah, it's gonna be like fight of the year candidate. You know what I'm saying? Like I know he's going there to win, obviously, but like I don't know. I don't know. We just gotta see. We just gotta wait and see.
You think
But yeah,
Larry? Larry, listen in the comments. Jermaine lacks boxing IQ. Not to get drawn into a fight. Larry IQ says that he basically lacks IQ and lacks discipline. Um, what do you think?
I mean, but really, really, where do you get that from? You get that from the long fight and fight after. Where do you really get that from? Because he's had these experiences now.
His
You know what I'm
last
saying? He's just
performance was worse than the Loma fight, though.
I'm sorry.
His last performance wasn't as good as the Loma fight, though.
Yo, everybody got like their seesaw performances. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I really think highly of Jamaine, and especially since that Loma performance and his last fight, watching the playback, and he just spoke about it too. So he's learning from these performances, and he's making like progress. In my opinion, I think so. So you know, I mean, shit, it's gonna be a good fight. I don't think Tio's IQ is that much greater than Jermaine's. I don't think so. I mean, shit, Tio got dropped by Cambosis in the first round. So, like, I mean, I don't think so. In my opinion, even the Taylor fight, like the first 3 rounds, I thought he lost. So, I mean, like then after that, like he made adjustments and stuff. But even before that, the Sander Martin fight, like he got dropped twice, and he got dropped by the same punch. So he didn't have the IQ to make the adjustment to not get dropped by the same punch. You know what I'm saying? Jermaine got it, man. Like it's gonna be a good fight, but he has the potential to win the fight. He really does. It's just the matter of how he comes on fight night and how and then the shit is, look, the shit is that T.O.B. and Josh Taylor, he's so like, he feels like the man. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. Like he's gonna have such a high confidence, and then when he gets in there with Jamaine, like, oh, I beat the best, whatever, because he had all the belts. But when he get in there with Jamaine, and Jamaine starts throwing them things at him, and they're faster than what T.O. thought. Now you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? Now you're thinking. Like now you're having to think, to look to, you know what I'm saying, to look for openings, you know what I'm saying, or patterns or weaknesses or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think he gonna have a hard time, I'm telling you. And then who's bigger? I think Jermaine's bigger, right?
Yeah, in size.
Bro, he get rough T.O. up, you know what I'm saying? Grab his arms, you know what I'm saying? Not let go at a certain time, boom, boom, catch him. Like, it's going to be a problem. He got fast hands, bro, and he can crack, you know what I'm saying? So he's, I don't know. I don't know. I might have T.O. winning anyway, but the odds are not that different.
You know, this fight, this fight's a good fight, and what I like about this fight is when you look at these guys' resumes, you could possibly say that these guys could be the toughest task in their resumes today. That being said, when you look at Tio had trouble with Sandor Martin. That's a smaller man than a Jermaine Ortiz. Uh, Tio in the second half of the Loma fight had some difficulties with Loma, and the size with Tio, held its own. Um, what other fight? I mean, Josh Taylor doesn't have the greatest feet. When it comes down to a Tio fight, I think to fight a Tio, you gotta have just as good as feet or really good feet.
Yeah, cause he's a boxer puncher. So like and he likes to counter. So like once you box those type of guys and you're light on your feet and you're moving, you know what I'm saying, they always have trouble. So
When you're
it's
fast
that
and you
style.
have good timing, it's a problem.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I think that this because of that is like Jermaine has a lot of things that a lot of Teal's opponents don't have. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
this possesses a task for Teal. This is a high task for Teal.
I'm To be honest, I'm surprised Teal took this fight, bro. Like
Teal's the
I'm
man for that.
no, yeah, I understand. No, I understand, but the thing is that like Jermaine Ortiz is not that big of a name, and they was complaining about how much they was getting paid. You know what I'm
True.
saying? So
True.
so you call Subriel out, which could be a good fight because he's like the name is growing. Subriel's buzzing now a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So you got all these other guys at 140 that you could fight. You know what I'm saying? And that got good names and that you could make a good fight with, and you're gonna like pick Jermaine Ortiz and you're complaining about how much you're getting paid and it's a high risk low reward situation basically. Like I don't really understand why he took this fight. I would have never guessed it. I swear I would have never guessed it. I would have never guessed it.
Salute, man. Hey, yo, your phone bugging out, right? Your phone is bugging out. He's doing all different types of technology. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Yo, somebody they tapped into Coda's phone. The government. They went in. They tapped in. They're like, yo, we see a lot of movement in your area code. Real rap, bro. I thought that they were trying to get you, bro. I thought they had like the wiretap on your phone or something, son.
Don't play with me. Don't play. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yo, we doing out of space noises and shit. I was like, oh no,
For real?
yo, you got to check that, son.
I
I
don't
want.
got no worry. I don't got no
I,
reason to
I think
worry.
I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about tapping you out right now. I'm scared right now. The feds is watching.
Yo, hey, yo, man, listen. Ain't no feds watching. 'Cause I'm not a delinquent. I ain't doing out here nothing illegal at all. So anyway, um, yo, Virgil Ortiz about to fight too, and
Bro, he's
Virgil
fighting a pie.
Ortiz,
He's fighting a pie.
yeah,
I did my research already.
yeah, I know. And Virgil
Right.
Ortiz had bro, he really had problems last time. Like when he was supposed to fight, what Stanionis was it?
Hmm. Yeah, like three
I
times.
think yeah. And the last time, bro, like I know this for a fact. Like the person who told me, bro, like is this is a reliable source. Like matter of fact, I spoke with Blue about it. He he didn't just like he didn't just I don't know whatever they said. He wasn't just sick, bro. Like he fainted and like he was out. I don't even think he fainted. I think he had like a little stroke and he was out. And they had to resuscitate him. You know what I'm saying? Like they had to resuscitate him and the what they were saying that it was, you know what I'm saying, is you know what, we talk about this another time because that's an exclusive. So we talk
Exclusive.
about it.
I
But
like it.
yeah, I think Virgil Ortiz is crazy for fighting again. To be honest, like the condition he has is serious. It's serious,
It is.
serious
It
as hell.
is. Hey, hopefully he gets in the ring safe, does what he has to do. The homie that he has been dropped two times already. You know, he is coming from the welterweight division, just like Virgil. Um, he's a guy that he lost to guys that weren't really that good either. So he's a pie. He's definitely a pie. You could tell that they flew him in not too long ago from he's from some place in Africa. What's it called? I don't want to butcher it, but yeah, they flew him out to Chicago like not too long ago. He barely knew English. Ghana. He's from Ghana. That's where he's from.
That's crazy.
Right.
Who's the other pro you got? Devin Haney or something?
The
Who else
poll?
is it? I mean, on the thumbnail.
Oh, so the thumbnail. So the co-main event we got Keyshawn Davis and Jose Podraza.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that fight as far as the meaning of the fight for uh, Keyshawn Davis? Now, remind you, Keyshawn Davis is fighting Jose Pedraza at 135 pounds, which Jose Pedraza hasn't fought at 135 pounds since 2019, which is 5 years ago. Jose Pedraza, I believe, is 34 years old now. So making the weight probably is a problem. He did
Or
he got knocked. The only time he got knocked out was by Gervonta Davis at 130 pounds, which he suffered his first loss, and Tank took the title. So his last loss was against Arnold Barboza. Lost almost every round. Didn't look good. Arnold Barboza at 135 pounds fighting the blue chip prospect Keyshawn Davis. What's your thoughts? After Keyshawn Davis just got caught smoking a hell of a lot of marijuana
smoking
and
loud,
hmm?
smoking loud.
Yep, the super loud, couldn't get it out of his system. You know what I'm saying? And he had his 10th fight, and they took it away from him because of that.
Yeah, that's kind of corny. I think. Like it's not like, bro, I'm not taking something that is enhancing my performance. If anything, like y'all should give me 2 wins for this shit. Like add a win. If anything, don't take it away. Like, bro, I was hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is the problem?
And
I mean,
Bob
was
Bob had his back too. He's like, hey, it helps him sleep.
they was in Vegas, ain't when they fought. Yeah,
When
Vegas.
when who fought?
Like Keyshawn, he fought in Vegas.
Nah, he fought in Texas. He
Oh, I don't know.
not Nair Albright. Yeah,
Yeah, Albrecht. Yeah, yeah. He from Philly. He
he's from Philadelphia.
that boy could box, man. Yo, that boy could fight.
He also lost to Jermaine Ortiz.
What's it called? See, that's what I'm saying. I think of dudes like that around the area, like, and I know they're nice. And then I think about Jermaine Ortiz. He's just a step ahead. Like people always been sleeping on Jermaine Ortiz his entire career, bro. Like I don't know, man. Like but he got to take this shit serious. Like he gotta. I don't know how serious he is. But anyways, back to this shit. I
He's
think
him.
Keyshawn Davis Pedraza. I think
Mm.
he beats him. I didn't know Pedraza was that old.
But
Um,
it needs to mean something, because we are here at the point in time that we have Keyshawn Davis, blue chip prospect, already in his ninth fight. We want to see him in there. How soon are we going to see him in there with former champions? How soon are we going to be able to see him in there with an Andy Cruz?
yeah, Andy Cruz on that ass too.
Andy
He's
Cruz, watching Keyshawn, it seems like he's like 6 fights away from that fight. You know,
yeah, yeah, and he seemed confident as hell. Like when he talked, like bro, I will still beat your ass. Like I don't know, he don't seem like he just talking shit. Like Andy Cruz will take that fight right now. Like he will take it right now, and Bozy will too. Like they confident. Like even Bozy said it. I watched the YSM. Shout out YSM. I watched the interview, and he said he'll take them on right now. Like he'll take them on right now and beat them. And I respect that. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, Keyshawn just lost that last fight, that last W. I guess he just threw Jose Pedraza in there. He probably gonna try to use that as a like denominator with him and Tank or something. I don't know. I really don't know because I don't see why Jose Pedraza is his opponent right now. You know what I'm saying?
it
He
would
should have fought
it
Frank
would
Martin.
put
Or something.
but it would put Keyshawn Davis at, when it comes to the 135 prospects, it puts him in the top
He
prospect
should
group.
already be at the top.
I agree. I agree. I think those training wheels should have been taken off a while ago, and that's why we have to deal with the stuff that we're dealing with now. But yeah, 100%. Yeah, I feel you on that. I
I
definitely feel
mean,
you.
Pedraza. I don't know if he. I don't know if he stops him. I'm not sure he stops him. I'm gonna say that. What is it? 12 rounds?
No, let me 10.
10.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh, 10 rounds. 10 rounds. I don't think he stops him though. Tank had
no,
to put in work getting down.
he ain't
So I don't
stopping.
think.
He ain't stopping. No. Well, this is the thing. You see how we feel that way right away, but we don't. We haven't even. We both haven't seen Padraza at 135 in 5 years, so we can't even be so assured of this the way we are right now.
Hey, yo, listen. If he's not just like he hasn't trained in 2 years and then he got this fight, so he's finally training. If it's not that case and he's in boxing, you know what I'm saying, and he's being the boxer and living the life he should be, I don't think Keyshawn stops him. If he's been on some fuck shit, you know what I'm saying, and then he's been selling hot dogs and PR out the cart, out the little cart and shit
Oh,
like
you
that,
say what senior saying, huh?
you know, comes back and he trying to like get ready for a fight, like then yeah, I mean he might stop because then his cardio's bad. But
Dude, do a Tia Senior impression right now. Go ahead.
a T.O. Senior impression.
Yeah. Talking about
Fuck
Podraza.
that, bro. Bro, fuck that, bro. We been 2-time undisputed, bro. We the first ones, bro. We the first. Oh, they talk little respect to Crawford and all that. That's my boy. I like him and all that, bro. But we the first undisputed 2-time, bro.
Get him.
Us, bro. It's all politics, bro. But fuck them, man. I want 20 million my next fight with Devin Haney. 20 million. We gonna get paid. They want to pay us something. Fuck out of here. My son is the lineal champion 2 times. Fuck out of here, bro. And that Bill Haney always talking shit, bro. Man, listen, I don't like them Haneys,
You
bro.
got it. You got it. You got it. You got that. You got that. You got that. Now, give me Tio Senior impression talking about Tank and Padraza with the hot dogs. Go, dale.
Nah. I'm not gonna be.
Padraza? Padraza?
Yeah, but I don't got it in my head. Oh, he said that, right?
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
said that. Yeah.
that's why you're saying it. But it's true. Like, nah. But Pedraza was actually in boxing at the time. He wasn't. That's a lie. What he said was a lie, bro. Pedraza was in boxing at the time. He wasn't just out here hanging out. You know what I'm saying? No, none of that. The nigga, what was he? 27 years old, I think, at the time. 20,
Very young.
27.
Took his first loss.
Yeah, he took his first L, acting like Pedraza's a bum or something.
Facts.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, you
What
already
you
know.
betting? What you betting that night?
On that card, that one's gonna be tough. I'm probably gonna lean towards Tio in that fight. I, honestly, I might not even bet that. I might not even bet that. To be honest, I might just bet the Keyshawn fight.
Just bet both of them. I mean,
I'll probably
yeah,
put
that's
something
what
small. I'll probably put something
I,
small.
if I'll do the like the what's it called, the favorite. I'll put them in a parlay. You know what I'm saying, so that it could get me paid well. And
That's the way.
the non favorite, I'll just bet him like alone. You know what I'm saying,
Separately.
depending like method of victory. I usually go method of victory because it pays out more than just like paying mainline and shit. So shit like that, you know. But we out here, man. Thank you for having me up here. I was trying to tell Jermaine to take it serious. You know what I'm saying? If he need me in his gym, you know what I'm saying, get him ready, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't paying attention. So, like, it's his loss anyway. But, yo, I holla at y'all. You know what I'm saying? Happy holidays, bro. I holla at you, man.
All right, my brother. Good night, bro. Good night. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Mill City Boxing, home with the High Level Pro Boxing Media, the Fighters Channel, the Trainers Channel, the People's Channel. Shout out to everybody on the live that tapped in with us. Shout out to Jackie, Philip, Nancy, Tito, everybody in the chat. Really appreciate you guys for stopping by, supporting the channel. Appreciate all the super chats, Jackie, all the super chats, everyone that's dropped some color into the chats is very appreciative. And man, definitely a great live to start the 2024. God blessings to everybody, man, and always have God in your life, guys. And it's fight week. Jermaine Ortiz, fight week. Virgil Ortiz, um, in that Golden Boy card. So we'll be talking a little bit more boxing tomorrow. And like I said, God bless, and on to the next, everybody. Much love to y'all, and keep God first.